Hi, everybody. If you can't recognize me, it's Pastor John Gazzetta from Elders from Outreach. We're just getting out of the council meeting and talking about getting this church going again. There are some concerns about getting the church going, as you might imagine. And the rationale that we're using about the church is to keep everybody safe. The fifth commandment reads, "You shall not murder." What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not hurt or harm our neighbor in his body, but help and support him in every physical need. That's what we're wrestling with. That's what these masks are about. And as a church, this is what we're dealing with. So right now, we are hoping to get this church open by mid to, or is it late?
Third or fourth Sunday.
Third or fourth Sunday in June. And we just want to go through some things that we read or that were gone over in the service to keep you updated on how this is going to happen. So what we're looking at is we have two service times, one at 8 a.m. and one at 9:30. First service in the parish hall, and the second, well, wait a minute, it says in the auditorium, which is the church, okay? The second one will be in the fellowship hall. So first service at 8 in the church sanctuary, second one will be in the fellowship hall, and each will be about 30 minutes long. We're looking at the science here too on how to keep us safe, and that means we don't hang out a long time together, so we're gonna go short. Okay, John's going to give you the next point.
Okay, the pastor and elders have talked about some things that we should avoid doing, and we are not going to be singing. The act of singing brings up a lot of pathogens from the lungs, and we don't want to spread those out into the congregation. So there won't be any spoken liturgy as well. We are going to have a live communion. We're working on some of the details of that with the pastor and the elders. And we'll be letting you know exactly how we're going to be doing that.
And we see that our capacity for the sanctuary is about 35 to 40. We can fit in there with safe social distance. The fellowship hall is about 30 to 35. So we're going to be having one there and the other there. In the sanctuary, and the purpose of that is that we know that if we meet and there is some pathogens that get into the sanctuary or the parish hall, they will die within 3 days. So we just don't want one group to come on top of another. Okay? John.
We're also going to be doing a reservation with attendance at the various services. We are going to be very conscious of spacing people out, so that we're not all getting close together. So we will be asking for reservations for the 8:30 or the 8 o'clock and the 9:30 service. We'll be seating you in alternate rows, spaced apart, of course. And there may even be a third service, depending on how many people we're going to be having come back.
Right. So a lot of this is really not firm. We're going to be flexible and make adjustments as necessary. So who knows? This first round, we're just trying to get started here with these protocols to try to see how we can make it work. Reservations is something new for church.
Yeah.
But anyway, here's our safety protocol bullets, okay? And I'll go first here. Hand sanitizer station on entry.
Okay, then everybody is going to be wearing masks, the people that are going to be directing you, and also everybody that comes into the church. It's just for everyone's safety. So if you don't have a mask, we'll have one for you, but we will insist on wearing masks.
Okay, usher guided entry, seating, and exit to observe social distancing. So when you come into the church, the ushers are to try to move us and keep us separated from each other, okay?
We are also thinking of doing temperature checks at the door. There may be someone that is going to aim a temperature right at your forehead, and we just hope that you can accommodate that.
Okay, we also have exterior doors open during the service with no AC. I didn't catch the AC in the service, but yeah, actually our AC is broken in the office right now. But we're gonna be dealing with circulating of air, and that we don't wanna have the same air circulating. Right now with the meeting and council, we left all the doors open, okay?
Okay, we'll be foregoing singing like we had said, and also limiting our conversations and talking to each other while we're here in the church.
Okay, the restrooms will be cleaned between services.
And we also have professional cleaning for both the halls, the church offices between Sundays.
Okay, parking lot and a lot attendant will greet entering vehicles and instruct attendees on parking and entering. We don't want people parking right next to each other. We want some space there, okay?
Okay, and then that may involve closing off the west parking lot. We're still fine tuning our details on this, but we'd like to space out the cars in the parking lot and also just sort of meter people into the church, just to keep everyone distant and safe.
Okay, and we still have yet to turn in our plan to the Tuolumne County, that they're expecting to have a plan from us before we open. We're moving towards that. We're waiting for some equipment like those with the temperature gauge. I think I've had those at the doctor's before. They
Yep.
come up on the end, so
Yep.
maybe you have too. We're gonna be doing that. Pastor will be wearing a mask. We'll all be wearing masks. So anyway, that's 6 minutes and 29 seconds. Look forward to seeing everybody back together. Ask for your patience. Ask for Christian love as we make this work. Okay, turning off the video, everybody. Bye.